Let's be real, sex isn't just physical. It's emotional. It's energetic. It's cosmic. And when it comes to cosmic, no one does it quite like the zodiac. Some signs just have that fire in their soul, that craving in their bones, and that magnetic pull that draws you into a world of irresistible passion. But here's the question we're answering today. Which zodiac signs always want sex? Not just in a surface way, but in a deep, elemental, always hungry kind of way. These are the signs that don't just desire connection, they devour it. They dream in heat. They flirt with their eyes. And when they love with every inch of their body. From the slow-burning lovers to the unstoppable powerhouses, we're counting down the top 5 zodiac signs that live and breathe erotic energy. And let me just say, number 1 is going to absolutely blow your mind. You might think you know who it is, but trust me, the real answer might surprise you. So before we dive in, let's have a little fun. Do you think your sign made the list? Drop your zodiac in the comments right now and make your prediction. Who do you think will take the number 1 spot? And hey, if you feel like your sign better be up there, type A in the comments to claim your power. Because we're about to dive deep into the stars and uncover the most sexually driven signs in the zodiac. Ready? Let's count them down. Number 5, Taurus, the tender powerhouse at number 5. We've got Taurus, and if that surprises you, you've clearly never been loved by one. Ruled by Venus, the planet of beauty, sensuality, and desire, Taurus is the zodiac's slow-burning, touch-obsessed, full-body pleasure seeker. They may not be the loudest in the room, but in the bedroom? That's where they quietly conquer you with patience, power, and passion. Taurus doesn't chase a million people. They choose one. And when they do, they give themselves fully body, heart, soul. For them, sex isn't just an act. It's an experience, a ritual. A way to show you that you're safe, adored, and wanted beyond measure. Let's paint the picture. The candles are lit. The music is low. Soft fabrics brush against warm skin. Every kiss is slow and deliberate. Every move is thoughtful. Taurus doesn't rush. They savor. They know exactly how to build anticipation until you're aching for more. It's not just about the final moment, it's about every second leading up to it. Taurus is an earth sign, which means they're deeply physical. They crave the feel of skin on skin, the warmth of a body next to theirs, the scent of your hair, the taste of your lips. They're all about immersion. And when they're into you, they want you constantly, morning, night. Middle of the day. They don't even need a reason, just a spark. But don't confuse their slow nature for being tamed. Oh no. Beneath that calm, dependable exterior lies a raw, animalistic hunger. The deeper they love you, the more unleashed they become. And once a Taurus trusts you, their appetite becomes insatiable. Taurus is also ruled by routine and consistency. So if you're in a relationship with one, expect a lot of intimacy. Regular, deep, intense, and tailored exactly to what you love. Because Taurus learns you, memorizes you. They want to become experts in your pleasure, and they don't forget what works. They're also deeply loyal, so their sexual energy is rooted in something more than lust. It's about connection. Safety. Depth. They want to make you feel worshipped. And when they're all in, they don't hold back. So, why is Taurus number 5 and not higher? Because while their passion runs deep, Taurus often needs comfort and emotional grounding before they can fully unlock that primal side. They're less spontaneous than others on this list. But once that comfort is there, you're in for a lifetime of erotic devotion. So tell me, have you ever had a Taurus lover? Were they everything I just described or even more? Drop a comment if you've experienced that famous Taurus touch. Or if you're one, let us know how true this feels for you. And if you think Taurus was intense, just wait. Number 4 is hotter, wilder, and twice as spontaneous. They don't wait for comfort, they chase the thrill. Think you can guess who it is? Get ready for a whole new level of seductive chaos. Number 4, Aries. The fiery instigator number on our list of zodiac signs that always want sex is none other than Aries, the bold, the reckless, the untamed spark of the zodiac. Aries doesn't just want sex. Aries wants adventure through sex. Passion, competition, and yes, dominance. They're ruled by Mars, the planet of war and desire, and trust me, in the bedroom, it shows. This is the sign that brings fire to the sheets before you've even caught your breath. With Aries, sex is raw energy. They're not the type to ease in slowly or wait for perfect conditions. When they want you now. The car, the hallway, the elevator, the edge of a rooftop under the stars. Aries thrives on adrenaline. It's the chase, the conquest, the challenge. They want to feel like they've taken you, claimed you, earned your gasping surrender. They don't shy away from intensity. In fact, they need it. They crave reactions. They want to know they've made your heart race and your body melt. For Aries, sex is more than physical, it's proof of their magnetism. A battlefield of passion where they intend to win again and again. Here's how it goes. 1 second, you're laughing in the kitchen. The next, Aries has you pressed against the counter, eyes burning, lips devouring yours like oxygen. Their kisses are rough, urgent, needy. Their hands, everywhere. Aries doesn't hold back, ever. Their desire explodes in real time, unfiltered and scorching hot. And it's not just physicality that makes Aries insatiable. It's their ego. They need to be the best you've ever had. They'll push boundaries, try new things, and read your body like a roadmap to satisfaction. They want your moans, your scratches, your total surrender. And once they've had you, they'll want you again. And again. And again. But let's not forget Aries is also deeply competitive. If you even hint that someone else had your attention, get ready. Jealousy turns to passion, and suddenly they're setting new records in intensity as if to prove no one compares. And while Aries burns fast, don't mistake their speed for carelessness. They may be impulsive, but they notice. They learn. Every sound you make, every shiver, they lock it into memory and use it to drive you wilder next time. They want to dominate the moment, but they also want to win your addiction. Now, are there downsides? Sure. Aries can sometimes be so caught up in the heat of the moment that they overlook the softer, slower side of connection. They need partners who can match their fire, but also teach them the beauty of afterglow, of tenderness after the storm. Still, if you're craving a lover who brings urgency, spontaneity, and unapologetic lust into every room they walk into, Aries is the one you fantasize about at 2 a.m. So, tell me, have you ever had a no-holds-barred Aries encounter? Was it wild? Unpredictable? Did they leave you dazed and aching for more? And if you are an Aries, sound off in the comments. Do you agree with your ranking, or do you think you should have been even higher? Because while Aries is a walking, talking firecracker, number 3 is deeper, darker. Sexier in a way that feels forbidden. The kind of lover who makes eye contact across the room and undresses your soul before they ever touch your body. You ready for a little danger? Number 3 is coming next. And it's about to get intense. Number 3, Scorpio. The magnetic obsession here, we are number 3, and it's none other than Scorpio. The dark seducer of the zodiac, the one who doesn't just want your body. They want your soul. When a Scorpio locks eyes with you, it's like gravity shifts. Everything slows. The air thickens. Suddenly, you're not just seen, you're exposed. And dressed without a single touch. And the most dangerous part? You like it. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, the planet of transformation, death, rebirth, and sex. Deep, soul-consuming, all-or-nothing sex. This is not a sign that takes intimacy lightly. For Scorpio, sex is power, trust, and alchemy rolled into one. When they want someone, it's never just physical. It's spiritual. And their craving? It doesn't fade. It intensifies. Think about the kind of lover who stares at you like they already know what you're thinking. Who can make you feel completely undone with just a fingertip? Who doesn't need to say a word because their silence is louder than anyone else's moans? That's Scorpio. Their sexual energy is magnetic. You don't even know why you're drawn to them. You just are. And once you're in, good luck walking away. Because Scorpio doesn't do casual. They do obsession. Possession.fusion. They want to merge with you. To go so deep that you can't tell where you end and they begin. So, what does sex with a Scorpio feel like? It's intense. It's hypnotic. It's emotionally violent in the most beautiful way. 1 minute, they're devouring you like they've been starving for centuries. The next, they're holding you like you're glass. They know how to dominate, how to surrender, and how to make you forget every lover before them. And the way they study you, it's not just in the moment. Scorpio learns your rhythms, your fantasies, your darkest desires. They love to explore taboo, to take you places you've never dared to go, emotionally and physically. They'll push you to your edges, but only if they trust you. And that's the thing. With Scorpio, trust is everything. If they don't trust you, they can be distant, cold, calculated. But once you're in for life. And so is their passion. Scorpio is always sexual. It hums under their skin, even when they're not acting on it. And when they do act on it, it's like stepping into a storm you never want to leave. But be warned, Scorpio's intensity cuts both ways. They feel deeply. They crave control. And if that connection ever breaks, their passion can turn into withdrawal, jealousy, even rage. They're not casual lovers. They're all-consuming ones. That's why Scorpio lands so high on this list. It's not about frequency. It's about depth. They might not want sex every second of the day like an Aries might, but when they do, it's unforgettable. They want to be the experience, the memory, the obsession you can't shake off. And the truth, for many people, they are. So, have you ever loved or been loved by a Scorpio? Did they leave you wrecked, reborn, addicted? If you're a Scorpio watching this, tell us, does this feel like your truth? Or are we just scratching the surface? And to everyone else, brace yourselves. Because as intense as Scorpio is, number 2 is coming. And this next sign? They're playful, dangerous, completely irresistible. And unlike Scorpio, they don't seduce slowly. They perform. They tease. They dominate a room and leave trails of admirers begging for just one night. Can you guess who it is? Comment below before we reveal it. Because number 2 might just be the one who ruined your life, or the one you still dream about. Number 2, Leo, the royal flame at number 2. We have the sign that doesn't just want to be desired, they want to be worshipped. Step aside and make way for Leo, the royal flame of the Zodiac, the unapologetic lover who turns sex into a performance, a spectacle, and a ritual of adoration. Ruled by the sun, Leo radiates charisma, heat, and magnetic charm. You don't meet a Leo. You feel them. They enter a room like a king or queen returning to their throne head high, heart open, and ready to take your breath away. And when it comes to sex, Leo doesn't just want it. Leo needs it. Not just for release, but for affirmation. Passion. Recognition. They want to know they're unforgettable not just in your mind, but in your body. They thrive on praise, on passion, on knowing they've made your toes curl and your voice break. They're not shy. They're not hesitant. In fact, Leo might be the one to make the first move and the second and the third. Their confidence is contagious. Their touch is bold. Their kisses are full of heat and certainty. Here's what it feels like to be with a Leo. You're lying there, and suddenly they're everywhere. Their hands trace your skin like they're sculpting art. Their voice is in your ear, full of teasing confidence. Their energy is playful, powerful, intoxicating. They know they're good at this, and they want you to know it too. They're not just in it for the climax. They're in it for the show, for the performance, for the moment when you're breathless, staring up at them, thinking, how the hell did I get so lucky? But don't mistake their flair for ego alone. Leo is a generous lover. When they love you, really love you, they want to make sure you feel like royalty, too. They'll spoil you in and out of the bedroom. They'll remember what you like. They'll go out of their way to impress, and they'll give you 100% of their fire. And yes, Leo's drive is relentless. They're almost always down for sex because it's their favorite form of expression. Love, fun, creativity, affection, all of it channels through intimacy. It's not just physical, it's sacred, and when a Leo chooses you, they'll put you at the center of their universe and expect to be at the center of yours. Of course, with that much fire comes a few sparks. Leo's pride can make them a bit sensitive. If they feel ignored, unwanted, or God forbid rejected, that can spark some serious drama. They need to feel adored to stay turned on. But if you meet them with genuine admiration and desire, you unlock a side of Leo that's loyal, passionate, and endlessly enthusiastic. They also have incredible stamina, not just physically, but emotionally. They'll keep coming back, keep bringing the fire, keep inventing new ways to thrill you. With Leo, boredom is never an option. So why isn't Leo number one? Because as much as Leo brings the heat, they sometimes crave validation as much as true connection. Their ego can get in the way of vulnerability. And while their desire is real, it can sometimes come from a place of performance more than deep emotional surrender. Still, you'll never forget a Leo lover, ever. Whether it was a summer fling or a long-term firestorm, they leave a mark, a scent, a memory. A glowing ember that never fully goes out. So, tell me, have you ever been with a Leo? Was it full of drama, devotion? Did they turn your world upside down and leave you begging for an encore? And if you're a Leo, I know you've been waiting for this moment. Drop it in the comments and let the world know how fierce your love really is. But as bold, fiery, and unforgettable as Leo is, they still couldn't take the crown. Because number one is different. They don't just seduce your body. They invade your mind. They don't just want sex, they need to feel your soul tremble. They're intuitive. They're insatiable. And they might be the most secretly sexual sign of all. Can you guess who it is? You're about to find out. Number 1, Pisces, the dreamy devour finally, the moment you've waited for. The crown of the zodiac's most insatiable, most emotionally seductive, most soul-shattering lover goes to Pisces, the sign of fantasy, surrender, and otherworldly passion. You didn't expect that, did you? But once you understand Pisces, it makes perfect sense. They're ruled by Neptune, the planet of dreams, illusions, and deep emotional waters. And when it comes to sex, they don't just crave touch, they crave transcendence. Pisces doesn't want casual. They want cosmic. They want to melt into you, become one with you, lose themselves in the act of love until they forget where their body ends and yours begins. Pisces is the ultimate emotional empath. They don't guess what you need, they feel it. And they use that gift to create unforgettable, immersive intimacy. They don't just make love with their body, they do it with their spirit, with their imagination, with their vulnerability. When they're fully open, Pisces turns sex into art. And don't be fooled by their softness. Pisces is also wildly erotic. They have fantasies layered under fantasies, some soft, some dark, all deeply personal. If they trust you, they'll explore every corner of your desire and take you into theirs. They'll whisper things in the dark that make your breath catch. Things you never knew you wanted until they offered it with their hypnotic gaze and feather-like touch. They're adaptable, selfless, endlessly sensual. And they're always wanting more because their hunger isn't just physical. It's spiritual. They want to be your dream, your drug, your escape. That's why Pisces is number one. Because for them, sex isn't just about passion, it's about dissolving the boundaries between souls. So, was Pisces your guess? Do you agree they deserve the crown? Or were you expecting someone else? Tell me in the comments, who do you think your number one really is? Because for many, Pisces is the one they never saw coming, until it was too late. What a journey through the Zodiac's most passionate, sexually driven signs. From Taurus's sensual devotion, to Aries' wild spontaneity, to Scorpio's soul-penetrating obsession, to Leo's fiery spotlight of love, and finally, to Pisces the dream-weaving, boundary-dissolving number one lover of the Zodiac. Each of these signs brings something uniquely irresistible to the bedroom. And honestly, if you've been loved by any of them, you already know. But let's keep the conversation going. Did your sign make the list? Were we spot on, or did we miss the mark? Comment below with your zodiac and whether this matched your experience. Drop a fire emoji if you think your sign should have ranked higher. Or comment A if you've got a story about one of these signs you're dying to share but can't quite say out loud. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, you have to check out our next video, The Most Intense Zodiac Lovers Ranked, where things get even deeper, darker, and steamier. Hit like, subscribe, and share this with the person who needs to know what you just learned. Because the stars never lie. And sometimes they're filthier than you think.